for music trivia, 3 rounds in store. It's head to head, who's going to war? Are you ready to settle the score? I said, are you ready to settle the score?
Hey, welcome into another week of Settle the Score. I'm your host, Matt Knost, joined as always by the musical director, Mr. Andy Merryweather. How are you, buddy?
Good, yeah, I'm really good. Just saw the 25th anniversary screening of The Matrix in 4D, and that was a lot of fun. So if I don't know if it's showing out there, but I assume it will be. So much fun. It was great.
I haven't looked, but then when you text me that, and I was like, oh yeah, I bet you it is, or it has been. But yeah, I have not seen it. But
yeah, I mean they're going wild with the 99 movies at the moment. So Sixth Sense, The Mummy, Matrix, Fight Club, they're all playing at the moment.
All the big ones.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But The Matrix in 4D was just excellent, really fun. I forgot how much it rained. I actually got soaked. It was rained so much in that movie.
It does rain a lot.
Yeah. Every time.
Yeah.
Like, got that.
Yeah. Now, do they increase the volume of the rain if it's raining heavier in a scene, or is it just the same mist?
No, like every time it doesn't even if a scene is like raining consistently, it will just be that one like jet that comes up and then falls back on you. I don't think it comes from. I think it goes up and then down, and it might then be another couple of minutes, even in a raining scene, before they remind you, oh yeah, it is raining.
Okay.
And it goes again. But it was a lot of fun. The best, I guess, the kind of best immersive bit was kind of going into the Matrix code, like at the start of the movie,
Sure.
and the chair just tipped so heavy, and you're kind of like being forced to like fall into that rabbit hole. That was a very cool feeling.
Sure.
But actually, the craziest part was the trailers, because the trailers are in 4D as well. And Twister's trailer, like, nearly knocked me out of my seat. It was violent.
Maybe that's the only way to see that movie. That's
yeah. I mean, I was like, oh, I don't know how many more times I can hear this guy yell, "Twins! We got twins!" Like that. It's doing my head in every time I go to the cinema now. But it was fun being thrown off a chair whilst he annoyed me. So
you hear that, pal? Fucking
yeah,
stop
whoever
it.
you are.
Yeah, that's a movie where I don't know who was asking for this. Okay, well, our first guest that we're bringing in is saluting, saying I was one of those people, and cool. I will disagree.
Yeah, well, don't have to bring him in.
Yeah, we will have to bring him in. I can't wait to hear this defense of a movie that is fine. Let's be perfectly honest, it's fine.
I do like the first one, but yeah, I don't know.
We have 2 returning guests. We're excited to have him back. Please help us welcome back the biggest Twister fan in the U.S. I think he's wearing a Twister t-shirt right now, Mr. Lon Harris. Lon, how are you?
I'm doing great. I am a big Twister. I think the original Twister is a lot of fun, underrated as far as those 90s summer tentpole action special effects extravaganzas go. The supporting cast runs so deep. Like every single person on their team is like Alan Ruck and Philip Seymour Hoffman, and like it's a murderer's row of great supporting actors in there, and I just think it's a lot of fun, and like the effects still hold up and are cool in a way I feel like modern effects would not hold up 30 years from now. So yeah, I'm pumped, and I like that Twister seems like thematically a follow-up, but it doesn't feel like it's so intensely legacy. I mean, I'm sure they'll probably do something.
But you're going to find out who's the daughter and son of.
I'm sure Helen Hunt's going to show up at some point, but they haven't been forcing that so down our throats where it's like, remember Twister, remember the cow, remember this, remember that. It's like it's
remember the cow. You're saying they bring the cow back after 30 years?
I mean, if this was Jason Reitman doing it, it would be
sure,
the cow would come
twin
back.
cows.
It'd be a ghost cow, like, don't remember me. Remember, I flew past your car one time. That happened.
That was subtle in the script, by the way. Remember me. Remember me.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what Egon does in Ghostbusters Afterlife. He shows up and waves. Hey, it's me, your dead grandpa. Remember me? I'm in effect now. Hey.
Well, I mean, they kind of had to do something. He had recently passed. Well, not recently, but he had passed, and they have the other members.
I don't think you make Ghostbusters movies schmaltzy. That's not what they're about. That's like the opposite of what they're
I don't think they know what they're about at this point. So
no, I haven't seen the Frozen one. I haven't
either. I didn't hear good things, so I didn't.
Ghostbusters
It made me angry. In fact,
I was so once. I'll tell you the moment. It was when J.K. Simmons showed up as Evo Shandor. Like, you did not need to world build Evo Shandor for me. Like, I was fine with that being a one-line reference in the original movie. I didn't need to meet Evo Shandor. Like, you've lost the plot of time.
All right. Well, I don't have a good segue, so we're just not going to worry about it and bring in the next guest. I will say, though, he did point out the fact that I fucked up something on last week's show, which I assumed in Ungentlemanly Warfare, the Churchill was Carrie Elways in just a shitload of prosthetics. And he rightly pointed out, actually, it's Rory Kinnear. And then I went back and saw a clip of it, and I was like, oh, it is Rory Kinnear. I just thought it was a bunch of fucking plastic. A bunch of makeup.
I could see, honestly, Elwes Kinnear. It's how many degrees of separation are we talking about here?
Well, when you see the prosthetics on there, it's like, all right, well, you could pass for it. But he rightly pointed it out.
We've all seen Alex Garland's Men. Rory Kinnear can play anything. He can play a tree. He could play a baby.
He's got range.
That's range.
So please help us welcome back to the show, Mr. Jeffrey Kahn.
Hello. When I do the actually, I don't try to be. It's not from a place.
No, I was happy to see it. I was like, oh shit.
Okay. That's okay. That's good. Yeah, I don't try to be that nerd who try to point out everything that people say are wrong.
Just a hardcore.
I just noticed that one for some reason.
Well, I think it was the only movie thing that I said specifically about anything that wasn't on the show. So, and I was dead wrong. So you're not. It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
Well, we know one another, so I knew it wasn't a point of fact.
This idiot over there.
Yeah, it's like it's fine. It's fine. Thankfully, we don't have any of those in our comments or our patrons or that. Yeah. So it's worked out well. Before we jump in, Jeffrey, Twister fan? What's the word?
I've only seen the original, I think, once, but I mean, I'm not opposed to them doing a legacy sequel. Plus, it's the same guy who did Minari, which is. I just want to see what he's going to do with this property. Yeah. So I'm interested. I don't know if it's going to be
the first one amazing, was Jan de Bont's follow-up to Speed. He had just done Speed, and they were like, what are we going to have this guy do? Tornado movie.
Plus, there's no one hotter than Glenn Powell right now, literally and figuratively. So
a lot of people would not disagree. A lot of people. All right, gentlemen, we ready to play today's game?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, here's your bell for round number 1. All right, Jeffrey, you will have opening choice in this first round of 1 through 5. Once you make your selection, I will give a clue, and Andy will begin playing. When either of you think you know the movie that it's from, buzz in with your name. I will call on you, and you're guessing the movie itself, so don't worry about the title of the song. It's worth 10 points, and there's a bonus question worth 5 points, but I'll give you the rules of that when we come to it. So, Mr. Kahn, 1 through 5, where would you like to begin round number 1? I will tell you this before we get started. Because you guys are so good at the game, we did amp up the difficulty just slightly.
Oh, no.
Same as last time.
But I'll give you a heads up when we get to it. Yeah, and you crushed it, Jeffrey. Did you not?
Well, now
I did, but I still lost. An idiot. I still lost.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. And I will tell you in advance if a question is tough or not. So you don't feel bad because it's a harder one.
I guess I'll start at the end because I usually start at the beginning. So I'll start 5.
All right. Number 5 it is. And our clue comes to us from our patron Juan Reyes, and it is starting with a blank slate.
Okay, here we go.
Wading through the waste, stormy winter.
Con. Knives Out.
That is correct for 10 points.
Wow. I mean, I figured it was going to be Knives Out or Glass Onion, but
I waited a second to see if I could.
I don't recognize that song.
It's towards the end of the movie.
I mean, I believe you.
I didn't remember in Glass Onion, so I took a shot on the other one.
I'm not doing like a Sam Levine, like, oh, wait a minute, gentlemen. It's not that. I just don't remember that song.
So you're actually me on the show, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, at least Jeffrey waits till the comments. Yeah.
It was Rory Kinnear, actually.
All right, that makes it 10-0. And Jeffrey, you've got a choice. It's bonus question time. Some of these are easy and some of these are hard. It's worth 5 points. If you go it alone and you get the question wrong, you'll lose the 5 points, or you can open it up to you and Lon. No one will lose any points, but he can cut into your 10-0 lead. So my question is, do you want to be a dick or not?
Sure. Let's start the antagonizing early. I'll be a dick.
All right. He'll be a dick early. Here's a bonus question for Jeffrey alone. There are 2 Oscar winners in the cast of Knives Out. Name them.
Okay. Let's see. One of them, she should not have won, but it's Jamie Lee Curtis. And the other one is, yes. No offense, but yeah.
By the way, my former co-star in a commercial. How dare you?
Oh, that's true. And the other one, shoot, who was the other one? Christopher Plummer.
That is correct for 5 points.
Very good. Very good.
Obviously,
Toni Collette should have won, but not.
She's nominated. Yeah, we've got some nominated. Michael Shannon nominated.
Michael Shannon's been nominated, right? Yeah.
There might have been one more. Lakeith Stanfield.
Lakeith Stanfield's also. Ana de Armas, even.
Yeah, Ana de Armas.
Yeah, for Blonde, and then
he assembled a good cast.
Yeah, an excellent cast.
And then Chris Evans for Ghosted. You know,
we all remember that.
Garbage.
All right.
Worst thing I've ever seen.
15-0, and Jeffrey, you have choice 1 through 4.
Number 4, please.
All right, so number 4 it is, and your clue, you're welcome for this, is Knives Out.
Oh, wow.
Knives Out. I was only going to use that if we actually did number 5 first.
How fortuitous.
Yeah. So your clue is Knives Out.
There's a man going round taking names.
Khan? Logan?
That is correct for 10 points.
Now that time I knew the song, but I was just like, I don't know what movie this is from.
Where else have they used Johnny Cash and there's knives or sharp objects involved?
Yeah, hopefully it would narrow it down.
Right.
All right, bonus question time. Jeffrey, do you want to be a dick or not?
I feel like I have to build enough of a lead early, so I'll be a dick again.
All right. This is for Jeffrey alone. Then here's your bonus question. According to the wiki list of deaths, how many on-screen kills are there in Logan? And we'll give it to you if you're within 15.
There's a lot. Oh, boy.
Yeah, the worst time to go solo.
Yeah. Within 15. I'll say 65.
That is incorrect. You lose 5 points. That is 90. 90.
Wow.
I'm guessing 75.
They've been waiting for so many movies where he couldn't really do a lot of knife stuff that they
knew there was
unloaded.
A lot.
I mean, this one.
He takes out those 6 guys by the limo in the very in the opening scene or whatever. It's like, boom, there's guys. It's going to be one of those movies. All right.
Yeah. They were just like, he's got to slash his way through this whole thing to make up for lost time.
Yeah.
I should have aimed higher.
All right. You lose 5 points. It gives you 20 total, but you still have your choice 1, 2, or 3.
Number 3.
All right. Number 3, it is. Your clue for number 3 is if.
Oh.
One word clue.
If. Yes.
Out in theaters now.
Lon.
Is
that Fight Club?
That is correct.
Yeah. Imaginary friend. That's smart.
Yeah.
I was swimming in the Caribbean.
Got to a second too late.
All right. It makes it 20-10 with Jeffrey in the lead. Lon, bonus question. Do you want to be a dick or not?
I feel like I know Fight Club pretty good. I'll take this one myself. So yes, I'll be a dick.
Perfect. All right. This is for Lon alone. Fight Club is based on the book by what author?
Oh, I'm going to mangle his last name. Chuck Palahniuk.
That is worth 5 points.
Yeah.
I want
to say it's Palahniuk.
It might be Palahniuk or Palahniuk or something like that. I don't know. I've never actually heard it pronounced out loud, I don't think.
Neither have I.
Yeah. Forgive me, Chuck Palahniuk. Big fan.
He's a big fan.
Big fan.
20 to 15. Lon?
I remembered his name. That's pretty good, right?
That's not bad.
That's true.
He also wrote Choke. See, look at that. Got another one for you.
Thank you. I don't know what to say to that.
He's got no complaints. He's got no cause for complaints.
None whatsoever. All right, 1 or 2, Lon, your choice, and you're down by 5.
I'll go with 1. We'll go the other way.
All right, number 1 it is. This one is kind of tough. Just giving you guys a heads up. This one is kind of tough. And your clue is, it comes to us from our patron, Eric Grebner, and it's cannot speak a kernel of truth. Cannot speak a kernel of truth.
Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? Going to shoot my old lady. You know I caught her messing with another man.
All right, I'll give you guys a second clue.
One more clue.
Your second clue is a primal battle. A primal battle and cannot speak.
Lon. Predator?
Incorrect. I like where your head's at with that, though. I could see.
Maybe it's in the background at like a base or something. I don't know.
What was the first clue
The
again?
other one.
The full thing?
Cannot speak a kernel of truth.
Primal battle. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Incorrect. I'll give you guys the third clue. Third clue is I'm a circus monkey.
Oh, Khan. War for the Planet of the Apes?
That's correct for 10 points.
Oh, Colonel is.
Yeah, I kept thinking, where's a what famous movie is a Colonel?
I don't recall specifically. And I just watched that not long ago. So
it's when so he's being crucified, and that gorilla comes up to him. Is like the Colonel wants to talk to you, and they start playing it.
Oh, okay.
He gets walked in to meet the Colonel, and it gets softer and softer, and then eventually the Colonel walks over and turns.
Oh, it's on the radio.
Yeah.
Right.
But it plays for like a decent amount of time to where it's this isn't impossible.
I was on my phone.
It happens. All right, it's 30 to 15. Jeffrey, bonus questions. You want to be a dick or not?
Well, if Lon saw it recently, then I probably should be a dick. I'll be a dick.
All right.
I mean, clearly I don't remember stuff.
No, I also saw it fairly recently, so hopefully we'll see.
All right, here's your bonus question. What Sahara actor voices the character of Bad Ape?
I love how Sahara is the credit you chose.
Exactly. That's how you
it's Steve Zahn.
That is correct.
So many things to choose from. And we choose Sahara.
I know, but that was I thought of the first 3 things like that's too easy.
Yeah.
How many people saw Sahara?
Give them like out of sight at least.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not a bad one. I was trying to think of something that's a little off the beaten path, and then make me go.
Well, that out of sight's good because there's a lot of people in it.
Yeah, well, you go like McConaughey, Penelope Cruz. Yeah. Who else was in that?
Sahara nearly as well as you do.
No one knows.
All right, 35 to 15. We have one left in this opening round, and this one could be a little tough as well. Oof. I don't think it's as tough as the last one.
Brutal.
It's not brutal. I don't believe it is, but it could be.
We've at least probably seen the movie. Yeah.
I would be shocked if you guys have not seen this movie.
It's just an episode of Bridgerton. That's
that's weird.
Not appropriate.
Be shocked if this was in there, but you know what? I might watch the show if it was. Your clue is we need to talk about your flair. We need to talk about your flair. Lon.
Office Space.
Incorrect.
I was thinking that maybe, yeah.
Oh,
clue.
All right, Jeff, you want to hear the song?
Sure.
Got a fever these days, revved up like a riot at the end of the game. Come on, open the gates.
Con.
Con.
The Flair just made me think of this. The Batman?
Incorrect.
At the very end.
Incorrect. All right, I'll give you guys a second clue,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think Andy, the chorus, might help.
Okay.
So I'll give a second clue, and then we'll have Andy sing the chorus. Your second clue comes to us from Houston Bodily, and it is The Greatest Showman. The Greatest Showman. The first clue was we need to talk about your flair.
Mm-hmm.
Then Andy, you want to give him the chorus?
Sure, yeah.
I wanna live that way.
Con.
Con.
I think I might have it. The Iron Claw?
That is correct for 10 points.
Oh, wow. Yeah. All right.
I don't know. Right? I had to readjust with Flair. I was like, oh, Ric Flair.
Yeah. Right. Ric Flair.
Yeah, that to me was the only real bad part of that movie.
That's what I've heard, is that it wasn't a great person.
No, it's awful.
It's not a good Ric Flair. It's weirdly not a good Ric Flair.
Yeah.
It's like you're watching it. You're like, did they purposefully make the choice to not have this guy act
so
like
people
you
wouldn't
expect?
compare? Maybe, I don't know.
Right, or just like, well, we're supposed to be getting like an early look or a
Maybe,
behind the scenes, like it. It feels like the guy told him, like, hey, pull it. Don't make it like Ric Flair.
God, yeah, but now it's like literally.
Because anybody could do that. Like,
anybody
that's
can
not
do
that
it.
Hard, an impression. If you look like him, you could probably pull
That's
it
true.
off, right?
That's he's not in it much, and we just need a little hint of flair, and there was a zero.
You're just waiting for one woo, and you don't really get a satisfying
You don't get the woo.
Anything,
Don't get a satisfying
for
woo.
Christ's sakes, just the overtop like braggadocio of I drive
Right.
a nice
it
car.
Feels weirdly flat, yeah. And that's like the only like real famous guy that they're recreating anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right, Con, last bonus question. You're up 45-15. Do you want to be a
Damn.
dick or not?
Let's just keep it going. I'll close out by being a dick.
Right?
Well, I've seen this one now because I complained about the Ric Flair.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, here's your bonus question, Con. Upon completion of The Iron Claw, Zac Efron's next project was to star in a movie alongside what real-life wrestler?
I believe it's John Cena in Ricky Stenicki.
That is correct for 5 points.
That is correct. Yes.
That's a pivot.
It's a hell of a pivot. All right, that ends round number one. It is 50-15, but it is still anybody's ball game. Here is your bell for round number two. All right, Lon, since you're in second place, you'll have opening choice of 1 through 5. And this is our 5-second round. So once you make your selection, I will give a clue, and then Andy will play a 5-second snippet from the song. It could be from anywhere in it. It's his choice entirely. If either of you can guess the movie in that opening 5 seconds, it's worth 10 points. Otherwise, if we have to go to a second 5 of music, it drops the point value down to 5 points. So, Lon, 1 through 5, where would you like to begin?
Let's go with 3.
All right, 3 it is. Clue comes to us from Matt Scanlon, and it is Old School. Old School.
I've got to crawl. I'm just the cleverest.
Peter Pan.
Incorrect.
Con.
I
think it's 21 Jump Street.
That is correct for 10 points.
Oh.
He does play Peter Pan in it, so that's
Yeah, it's the acting class.
School. I missed the school part.
All right, so Lon, you got the points on that, which means you have control. Where would you like to go next? Con
got the point.
I'm sorry. Con and Lon, I just got screwed up there.
I messed up the. I got the wrong. I got a crow move.
You did. So Con, 1, 2, 4, or 5.
I'll pick number 2.
All right, 2 it is. We put a poll up on our Discord for our patrons, and they voted on this. So this is their choice. Got the most votes from the Scanlon brothers, and it is Daddy Daycare. Daddy Daycare.
Matchmaker, make me a match.
Lon. Mrs. Doubtfire.
That is correct for 10 points.
Now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking with gas. There we go. All right, it's 60-25. Lon, 1, 4, or 5. What would you like next?
1.
All right, number 1 it is. Your clue is game night. Game night. And I'll tell you this much. I took a chance on this one because I think you both are fans of the genre.
Interesting.
Run. Time to run it.
Con.
Ready or Not?
That is correct for 10
I
points.
love Ready or Not.
Yeah.
I got the feeling you both are horror fans. It's like, this seems fair.
Yeah, no, I think we got it at roughly the same moment.
Yeah,
so,
quarter second difference. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 70-25. Con, do you want number 4 or 5?
5.
All right, 5 it is. Your clue for number 5 is behind the music. Behind the music.
Okay, here we go. Stonehenge, where the demons.
This is Spinal Tap.
That is correct. For
of
10
course,
points.
Stonehenge. Yeah.
Where the demons dwell. I just
Yeah. You could have just said Spinal Tap. I'm not going to be a stickler on the
technically the Schmodown. They would have dinged you. They would have dinged you.
It is, but at the same time, does anybody call it This is Spinal Tap? We all just call it Spinal Tap.
Yeah, depends on who you ask, I guess.
That's true, but all right, we have 1 left in the second round. It's 70-35 right now, and your clue comes to us from Andrew Scanlon, and it's Battle of the Sexes. Battle of the Sexes.
It had to be you. It had to be you.
I've definitely heard this. I just can't place.
Lon, is it
Lon.
Sleepless in Seattle?
That is incorrect.
Con. I'm along the same. Is it When Harry Met Sally?
It's When Harry Met Sally. 10 points.
Sally. I knew it was one of those.
Which rom-com is this in?
Yeah, it was one of those 90s, 80s, 90s classic rom-coms.
Mm-hmm.
I even think we both got Nora Ephron did both of those.
Yeah, she wrote When Harry Met Sally. Yeah.
Damn it. Close enough.
Well, plus they're both Meg Ryans.
That's
yeah,
true.
no, I was like there were 3 of them it could have been.
Yeah, you know.
It was You've Got Mail or Sleepless in Seattle or
Harry Met Sally. Yeah.
And I'll say it. You've Got Mail is my favorite of the 3.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, they all have their
have their merits,
their charm. I like the stunt casting of Dave Chappelle as Tom Hanks' best friend for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Sure.
Out of nowhere.
It did feel out of nowhere then, but still more likely than today. I can picture
also that one
better.
Steve Zahn, right?
Today's Tom Hanks and Dave Chappelle really hard to picture them as best friends. Very hard.
Yeah.
What do they talk about? Typewriters? I don't see it. I don't see it. Do not. World War II? I don't think so.
I think maybe I'd be closer on World War II.
Those are what Tom Hanks likes, guys. Typewriters and World War II. Those are
sounds like All right, that makes it 80-35 with Khan in the lead. And here's your bell for round number 3.
Round number 2, a lot shorter than round number 1. I'm just
I feel like we
noticing.
sped through that. Yeah.
I
We
did it in
zipped-
6.5 minutes. Yeah.
We really
You didn't have to go to
nailed
the second
round
5 ever.
Highly efficient. Very
Well,
easy.
you know, look, you guys were on it. Only one.
Khan knows his stuff. They don't call him King just because it's a clever nickname.
That's true. It's also that, but yeah.
It's a good nickname as far as, you know.
As those go.
Yeah, trust me. Mine was awful. There were some other awful ones.
What was yours? I don't even remember yours.
Mighty Matt Knost.
Mighty Matt Knost. That makes sense. Yeah.
And
That's good. That's fine.
It could be worse.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
there's definitely worse than that.
There's nothing embarrassing about Mighty Matt Knost.
Yeah, no, it's boring.
Is it a Mighty Mouse reference or?
I don't even know. I just showed up one day and I got announced as that, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
All right, sure.
There's no
Yeah, if you
discussion
don't,
about
if
it.
you weren't very proactive, you were just
You just got
getting
given a
named.
nickname.
It
Yeah.
was, you have to be very proactive.
Yeah, after it was established, it's like, dude, that was the best you could, like, majestic. I had started rattling off all adjectives.
Yeah.
It's like, had you gone with majestic, I would have gotten a fucking robe and Ric Flair this.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah,
Marvelous.
say anything.
If
Yeah,
only.
marvelous. There's a million M's.
Yeah.
But at that point, it was already established.
It was
So he
done.
did-
Yeah, once it's canon, that's it.
Yeah.
Once it's canon.
And plus,
We've all seen what happens when you try to violate canon.
Oh, of course.
go broke, buddy.
All day funeral. That's what happens.
And we brought it back.
Off air conversation bled on. That happens
Yeah.
sometimes.
Guys, before the show, we were making fun of the all day Star Wars
Yes.
dead funeral.
In case
Now
you
see
didn't know.
a little behind the scenes.
I've already written my eulogy, so I can't wait to deliver it
Yeah.
personally.
Oh, you're attending. You'll be a pallbearer.
Oh, dude, not even featured speaker.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
got the
notes.
call
He's got it.
immediately.
Oh,
You in on
man.
this? And before he could finish the sentence, I said yes.
Absolutely, I'll be there. Be one of the guys dancing under the coffin.
You know what, Lon? You need to get out and touch some grass.
Exactly.
Some more off
It's
air.
too much.
All right, so we're into round number 3. Jeffrey, since you're in the lead, you'll have opening choice, and this is our betting round. So once you make your selection of 1 through 5, I will give the clue, and you will open the bidding with the number of notes you think you can guess this movie in. 4 is the minimum. The max is however many you'd like it to be. Once we have your opening bid, then we'll go over to Lon, and he can bid 1 note fewer, all the way down to 0. But we just bid back and forth until one person tells the other to settle the score, and at that point, that person is answering alone. Your point values are at 10 notes and above, it's worth 10 points. At 6 to 9 notes, it's worth 15. At 3 to 5 notes, it's worth 20. And at 0 to 2 notes, it's worth 25 points. If you get the question wrong, your opponent automatically gets those points. You each have a lifeline you can use one time to ask for a second clue. And finally, if your opponent gets the question wrong and you think you know the answer, you can double down on it. If you guess correctly, you will double the points available. But if you get it wrong, you get nothing. So, Jeffrey, 1 through 5, where would you like to begin round number 3?
Number 4.
All right. Number 4, it is. Your clue is corporate greed. Corporate greed.
Let's start at 15 notes.
All right, 15.
I'll go 5. I gotta start making up some
5
ground.
notes.
Wow,
All right. Making it
Settle
worth
the
12.
score.
All right.
I gotta make up some ground here.
All right.
All right, you do.
Respect.
It's 80-35 right now. This is worth 20 points. Lon, you do have your lifeline if you'd like another clue. And then Jeffrey, you can use your double down and lifeline clue at the same time if you like.
Mhm.
Your clue, once again, is corporate greed.
Well, this was a huge mistake.
It was then that he realized.
Yeah,
You can hear it as many times as you like.
give it to me one more time. I'm gonna jump in and use my lifeline. Give me one more clue.
All right, so Andy will read
That
through the
sounds
list.
vaguely familiar.
Right.
Andy will read through the list of lifeline clues to give you your extra clue. Your first one was corporate greed.
Okay, Lon, your lifeline clue is I need to get this off my chest. I need to get this off my chest.
Corporate greed. I need to get this off my chest.
You want to hear it again?
I'm gonna make a goofy guess, but we'll see.
Sure.
Superman 3,
That is incorrect.
but a great guess though. You got to
Nonetheless.
Definitely.
Yeah, it works.
Fits corporate greed. He's got the S symbol on his chest. It does kind of sound like a Superman-y sort of theme almost.
Sure.
There's my thought process. There you go.
That is sadly incorrect, but it's not bad. The rationale makes sense.
Thank you.
Con, you can take the 20 points. You can double down on it. What would you like to do?
I might not get another chance to double down, so I'm going to do it.
All right.
And say it's Alien.
That is correct for 40 points.
Wow.
The lifeline did help me. I don't think I would have gotten it without.
Oh, chest, yeah. It technically gets out of his chest, not off his chest. Okay.
True, but
I'm not going to
another.
I'm not going to Levine you on that. Yeah. Yeah, close enough.
All right, so that makes it 120 to 35. Con, you now have control. 1, 2, 3, or 5. You actually maintain control.
Let's stick with the evens. Number 2.
All right, number 2. It is. Clue comes to us from Matt Scanlon, and it is. All right, stop. Hammer time.
Okay.
This
12
is the
notes.
12 notes.
I'll say 8.
8, making it worth 15.
7.
Oh man. I guess I'll say 6.
Settle the score.
All right, on 6 notes. You do not have a lifeline, Lon. Your clue once again is, all right, stop, hammer time.
It's really, I think that lyric is just stop, hammer time. All right, stop, collaborate, and listen.
You know what? You're right. It's written down as just stop, hammer time. And in my head, it was like, well, wasn't it? All right, stop, hammer time.
No, that's vanilla. Vanilla Ice is all right, stop. I think hammer is just stop. I don't want to Jeffrey Kahn you on.
No.
I've
become a verb as well.
I think technically
me and Sam Levine are now verbs.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I hate this game. What a terrible game. Can we play something else? Let's play
Full scorch
Monopoly. Let's play Pictionary next time. Stop hammer time. I mean, I have a guess based just on the clue. I don't recognize that little snippet of music, but I'm going to guess Old Boy just because it's a prominent hammer scene.
That crossed my mind.
That is correct.
Hey, nice.
Thank you.
All
There's a
right.
lot of like fondly remembered nostalgic music throughout because, you know, there was a time before he was in a hotel room.
Yeah. And a time before he finds out what he did.
Yeah. Oh boy. Don't spoil spoilers.
Don't spoil a
20-year-old Korean thriller hell. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
But at the same time, how is that even remotely a spoiler?
Yeah.
Characters do things in movies.
He does something terrible.
Oh, so now who's spoiling?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good.
All right, that makes it 120 to 50. And Lon, you have control. Do you want 1, 3, or 5?
Take 5.
All right, number 5. It is. Clue comes to us from Ken Whitehurst, and it is The Music Man. The Music Man.
Okay.
So, Lon, how many notes you want to open with?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'll say 8 again.
All right.
I'll say 7 again.
All right, I'll do 6 again. What the heck? Got to get back in this thing somehow.
Settle the score.
Yeah.
All right, on 6 notes, worth 15 points. Your clue, once again, is The Music Man.
The Music Man. Starts with T and it ends with E and it rhymes with, I don't know how that song. Right here in River City.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I think I did 5. Sorry, I'll do it again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Again, gonna throw a wild pitch here. I got an English. Is it Shine?
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Hmm.
Not bad. Based on Music Man.
He's nervous about playing piano. So,
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, I think 6 or 7 might. I mean,
It was
probably
6.
7 or 8 would
Yeah.
have
Maybe
helped.
Maybe.
So, Jeffrey, you can only take the points on this. You get the 15 points. Do you have a guess?
I don't. Mr. Holland's Opus?
No. Andy, you want to play some more? Maybe they'll get off that.
Familiar tune. Can't place it.
Amadeus?
Oh, that is correct.
Oh, of course.
15 points.
Yeah.
I think in pregame you brought up Amadeus. So that's...
I did. Well, because he makes a cameo in Bridgerton.
Oh, does he?
There's a scene where there's a little boy playing piano, and then you pan over to a bunch of like ladies, and one of them, and they're like the queen invited whoever this boy is, and they're shit talking the queen. They're like, this young boy Mozart, why would she invite him to court? Doesn't she have musical taste? And we in the audience are like, you idiot, that's Mozart. Dummy, he's the greatest.
That is awful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jeffrey, we get
to feel superior to the character.
Do we?
We know Mozart is really good and not bad, like they say.
All right, makes it 135 to 50. Jeffrey, there's 2 to choose from, 1 or 3. Where would you like to go next?
Number 3.
All right, number 3. It is. Your clue is. I'll say. The Book of Eli. The Book of Eli.
Covering a lot of genres with these clues today. We'll start with 10.
I have so much. Is it mathematically possible for me to win? How many points am I behind?
You need a double down, I think.
At this point, no, it is not possible for you to win.
Do we call it? Is there a mercy rule?
Oh no! I mean, we'll go ahead and finish it out. For 50
I guess I got to take like what? What's the max I can get? Two notes.
2 notes.
2 notes.
It's the highest point.
So I'll go 2 notes.
All right, settle the score.
Yeah.
All right, it's worth 25 points. Your clue once again is the Book of Eli.
Never-Ending Story.
Incorrect. Incorrect. So Jeffrey, you get the
About
points
a
on
book.
that.
My guess
Sounds
would have
like-
been There Will Be Blood.
That's correct for
Oh.
25.
Wow.
I just remember for some reason Paul Dano's voice.
His name is
character
Eli in that.
That's-
Yeah.
For some reason that just stuck in my
His
head.
name is
And then
Eli in that.
The
like,
Holy
the music sounds
Book,
great.
and then the Book of Eli movie is a post-apocalyptic. It's a desolate wasteland, so maybe it puts you in that headspace because they're out in
Oh,
the
there you
American
go.
West,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
kind of a desolate
Sure.
wasteland.
All reasonable things.
We're trying. Yeah, we're trying. So it's 160 to 50. But the new rule is if you double down and get it correct on the last question, it's worth 100 points. So, Lon, you can still win this.
Wow, there you go. But only if he settles the score, gets it wrong, and then I steal it
Right.
from him.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
I'll play along.
You better. You better.
All right. Well, Jeffrey, you're opening the bidding on this, and your clue is Mr. Anderson. Mr.
Anderson.
It can't be the obvious, right? Okay.
Andy's like, I no longer feel anything unless I'm vibrating in my seat during this. That means nothing to me now. I need rain blowing in my face. I need to be
Exactly.
shaking.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
It'd be funny if he
I
brought
need
the
to have-
Matrix at the beginning instead of the Matrix.
I need
now.
to have Joe Pantoliano next to me holding a steak up, like,
8 notes.
8 notes. All right, Lon.
You settle that score.
Okay.
All right.
See what I did there? See?
Yeah.
Well,
Playing
you could
along.
you could double down on this. If he gets it wrong, it's worth 15 points. Jeffrey, you do have your lifeline if you want to use it. Your clue once again is Mr. Anderson.
Oh wow, that was a quick 8. Could I hear it again? Andy? Not ringing a bell. Lifeline.
All right, why not? You got it.
Can't keep
Might
it
as
with
well.
me.
Yeah, exactly. Can't take it with you. Might as well use it.
Actually have a guess on that.
Mhm.
So we could be setting up an incredibly dramatic finish. I'm not saying, not telling you what to do, but
Last second
you know,
buzzer beating win.
On a rule that was just made up today.
on an
Right, exactly.
impossible fake rule from the end of the court, hook shot. Yeah, last second.
Yeah,
buzzer
but it's
beater.
got to be a hook shot. from
Real
the end of the
Space
court.
Jam vibes, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your hook shot?
Yes.
You're barely,
Well, that's not
not
really
even
good.
like, not angling your body Kareem style. You're just like winging it over your
I'm
head.
sitting in a chair at my desk. That wasn't like a full. You wanted a full like 3D, like it's.
I figured you'd like at least mimic the.
We're not on the NBA on TNT. I don't have a whole space here to play around.
But I will. I'll race you to the board. Let's head and make this happen.
You
Let's
know,
go.
I go hard in the paint, you guys. I do not. I don't.
I would never have pegged you for an inside the
I don't.
NBA fan.
Definitely do not. What was the opposite? I don't know what the opposite of going hard. Go soft in the paint, but
Go
that's.
soft.
Hey, yeah, they don't say
I
that.
tread.
right.
I tread lightly in the paint.
Yeah, that means you're out of the league.
They're like, that's Lon Harris. He minces around in the paint. It's not very effective. I don't recommend.
Oh, look at him. They called him the waltzer. He's just
Yeah,
spinning
it's
around
just really-
everybody.
It's his.
Yeah. He lasted. He's down in the G League now.
Yeah.
Okay, lifeline clue. Okay, Jeffrey, your lifeline clue I came up with and had it written down, and then our patron Matt Scanlon later then came up with the same one, not knowing that I had it already. So it's
okay.
kind of a joint clue, and it is from zero to hero.
Okay.
From zero to
And that
hero.
makes me think the Grand Budapest Hotel.
That is correct.
Very good. Very good.
So Jeffrey in with 175.
I thought it could have been Rushmore or it could have been Grand Budapest Hotel. I was back and forth.
Right, because you already used Paul Thomas Anderson, so it had to be Wes
exactly.
Anderson.
My thought process exactly. It was like, there's no way it's going to be PT. It's going to be Wes this time. And as soon as you played that little, I was like, that kind of sounds like a little bit of like Mother's Baw's score from Rushmore, but it also sounds a bit like that jingle from Grand Budapest. And I was like, it's one of the two. I was like, it's
the ninth note, I think, moves it. So it's like right.
That one there. Right there, I would have gotten to Grand Budapest for sure. I was already like in that
one-note difference.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's like 1-2 notes, and you're like, oh, you get the hook of what it is.
And it differentiates between two movies. That's crazy.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. But congratulations to you.
Yeah, wow. An impressive victory.
I thought I had my work cut out for me.
Turns out not at all.
No, I'm not. I didn't mean that as an insult or anything. It was just I know I'm playing this game. That's why I was like,
dude. He actually me last week, and now he's just vicious to the other guys.
Every comment I make sounds like I'm trying to talk trash, but deep down.
Last time my opponent didn't huff paint before the show, so it was a little tougher.
But it makes the show much better, doesn't it?
I was on fire. I was being very entertaining. Just wasn't getting anything correct.
It's all that matters. It's all that matters. Jeffrey, as winner, you have floor first to say whatever you like, man. So go ahead, take it away.
Wow. I'm still on Twitter for some unknown reason. At the King Con. I'm on Letterboxd if you care to follow my joke reviews about movies. And then go watch my friend David Ndoyen's Cinemojis game that he made. It's just using emojis to describe the plot of movies, and you have to guess what they are. So that's fun.
Oh, Andy was just a guest on it.
Yes, he was. Wow. Yes.
I feel like I'd be even worse at that game than that.
It's a very specific skill set.
I'm in that age. Like I'm just like 5 years too old to read emojis quickly. I can figure it out, but for me, it's like a puzzle, like Indiana Jones. It's like the Da Vinci Code. Like, SOCON, the dark of man. I got it, but like it's just instant. I can't do that.
All right, Lon, what about you?
I'm also still on Elon Musk Presents X by Elon. I'm at Lon's over there. And honest trailers, watch those. They come out every Tuesday. And if you go to inside.com/streaming, you can sign up for my streaming TV newsletter where I write every day about what's going on in the world of streaming platforms.
Well, please, we'll have both of their handles in the description below. So hit them up on Twitter, give them a follow, check out Jeffrey's Letterboxd, sign up for Lon's newsletter. Do it all, guys. Go watch honest trailers.
Yeah.
We're all fans of it here.
Why would you not?
Yeah.
They're so good.
They're trailers, but honest. This week is Akira. We'd never done it before. The anime classic Akira.
Now, has anybody conned you on the pronunciation? Because that's probably coming.
What, like Akira or whatever?
Isn't it Akira or something like that?
I mean, I don't think anybody expects us to do correct international pronunciations at this point.
You say that, and I got corrected more than once. It's Akira, but it was also by another white person, and it was like,
that's a little weird.
You think
the person correcting would be.
Yeah. Honestly, after I was just happy that we weren't doing recap shows for Shogun, because I would have gotten in a lot of trouble on that one. Every single name.
Trying to do the pronunciations there?
Yeah, me trying to refer to Shogun characters would have just been a comedy of errors. Get this guy off my screen. Thank God that didn't happen.
I love that they're going to bring it back.
I know. It's like not even, they're just making up their own.
Yeah, now they're just like, fuck it. The book ends here. And
I mean, it's like loosely based on history, so they could just go back and look at what really happened to all those guys.
But I don't know. It ended. It's like, let's move on. But neither here nor there.
No, nothing can ever end.
Nothing popular can ever end.
They must go on until we hold the live stream funeral for them.
Then it's over.
One last time.
Then it's done.
Then it's fucking done.
Buried in the ground.
I mean, once you make enemies of, what's that clown's name? Benny Johnson?
Oh, yeah. That's one of those guys.
Yeah. It's over. It's over. You're done.
Yeah.
All right, Andy, what about you, sir?
Just thank you to Lon Jeffrey. That was really fun. I think we just blasted through it. It felt really fast.
Yeah.
It did feel very fast. Yeah.
So yeah,
I did not know anything, so it makes it zippier.
No, and it's always great to have Lon on because I'm a huge admirer of the sort of the way he puts together the jokes for Honest Trailers, and obviously I use that as inspiration for some of the clues that I come up with. And Jeffrey, it's great to have you on because I know now you're not going to be doing corrections in the comments, so that's ideal.
Because I'm never wrong.
He was here to provide them live, so it's much more efficient.
Yeah. And and also check out the Cinemojis episode that I was just on. It just came out last week, I think. A lot of effort goes into the post-production of that show because I recorded it a long time ago, and then people get to work on it. And I was really impressed watching it back with how much goes in. It's really cool. And it's pretty late for me. That's why I'm low on energy. It's like the latest I've been up in a long time.
Well, on that note, we'll go ahead and close it out. Gentlemen, our thanks to you once again for joining us. It is always a pleasure to have you on and see you. And that is it for this week's Settle the Score. You can follow Andy at STS_AndyM, and you can follow me at Matt Knost. We'll see you guys next week. Until then, adios.